Alright, welcome back everyone to the Grand Cross video, and I kind of had to get up and just record this video because wow, well, the new information, or I guess not information, by the way, new boss, which is apparently really hard. We're trying when it gets to global. I don't really care about JP. But I am on my JP account. I did my summons. We had it was quite fun. We got a few SSRs, but I mean, unfortunately, we ended up pulling ZELDRIS. Yes. That's the first time you're ever going to hear that, unfortunately, because, well, ZELDRIS isn't too great. He actually turns out he's actually kind of mid, to be honest with you. So, before we jump into it, boys, before we start, if you're new, subscribe. We're doing Grand Cross content every single day, and, yeah, you don't want to miss what's coming in the future. But, boys, if you're a global player, and you're like me, probably just skip. Free-to-play skip. Yes, 100% free to play, just skip. There's no way you summon this banner. Now, the reason why is because, well, think about it. This is, the 4th festival in a row now on global. Bear in mind, JP had some time to save. Kinda. They had Lolly Merlin, which kind of was a must summon for them because it was a while before they got her. And then the ReZero, and then now ZELDRIS and Chandler. You know, they're kind of broke too, but for global, no, there's no way. So the reason why is because what you had, like I said, just got the one, well not just, but we got the one who was a must summon for everyone, most people. Then we got Assault Melee, which really good banner, probably the best banner we've gotten ever. Kinda was a must for most people, but if you did skip him, then you probably summoned for Lolly Merlin. So regardless, if you did summon for Lolly Merlin and you did summon for, or if you did summon for somebody, everyone's kind of in the same boat of like, we're kind of still broken diamonds, or you're still saving for the ReZero banner, which is coming on the 27th, so just under 2 weeks now. And then that's for global. And as soon as the ReZero event leaves, and as soon as the Lolly Merlin banner leaves, we are going to get ZELDRIS and Chandler. So you literally straight away, they could do what they did on global and delay it by a week like what JP did. But to be fair, I think they only did that so people would summon for Lolly Merlin, right? Because well, if people knew there was a new festival unit or a new good character coming out, people wouldn't summon for the Lolly Merlin. I don't know. That could be a thing they could have done, right? Because why delay it for a week? It makes no sense apart from the fact that global's trying to catch up. So if they delay it for a week, global can catch up a little bit more because well, that's what they're trying to do, right? So yeah, turns out ZELDRIS ain't the greatest, and the reason why is because well, it's got a damage card which doesn't do any damage basically. Yeah, it's not a good skill. This passive, I guess sorry, second card is actually good. This kind of saves him. It stops all well, it drains ultimates, stops ultimate effects as well for 2 turns and stuff. So it's pretty good, right? This is a pretty good skill to have. A lot of good control. You can't really complain about it. It's decent, but like I did say, this skill isn't too great. It barely does anything. You can watch other YouTubers. It's kind of boring, to be fair. And this skill here, it's a single target, kind of okay at 1/6. It gets up there when you get more deeps, but bear in mind, this is the first single target ultimate for a festival. She was kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie. We do know, obviously, I mean, Escanor is single target too, right? But it hits twice, so is it really single target? Yeah, this one's it's not too great. The pass or the commandment could technically make it bad for other characters because well, if Assault Money crits, then he's gonna lower his attack and crit. It's up there. It's like I'm not too sure. And then the passive. Once again, until they attack you, basically at the start of the match, this is not going to apply basically because you have no buffs. So you kind of have to run in with Kyo, or, well, I mean, not have to, but people are going to run in with Kyo, maybe King's team. You got to run somewhere to debuff because, well, basically you have no buffs. And Red ZELDRIS does apply 6 buffs, like always, forever, right? Where if the buff does remove, then you lose your base stat. It's I don't know, in my opinion, not too crazy, right? So a little bit underwhelming. But then Chandler exists, and Chandler is broke. He's so sick. This skill we all know and love. This is from Valenti, a super good card just to stop any card ability in the game and ultimate effects. It's super sick. Tier 1 as well, by the way. Love it. Not the greatest damage, but the guy is more of a tank. Then we have a counter, which you can't really complain about a counter. It taunts, no ult drain basically. You can actually get debuff immunity with Estarossa. It's a very good skill to have. Plus, this does reflect 70 and 100% of damage. So, you know, if they do try and kill you in one hit and, you know, you survive, you're going to do a lot of damage back and you may actually kill him, which is quite mad. I wonder if this negates Lolly Merlin's passive. I would assume not, but We'll wait and see if it goes through. Jaws ultimate ignores defense, pretty good AoE. You can't really complain. However, what you can complain about is getting him because, well, that's a problem. But this passive is nasty. So the reason why it's so good and why it's so broken is because, well, it applies before you actually use a skill. However, it is a grey debuff, not a red one. Meaning, if Escanor the 1 is on turn 3 debuff immunity, this goes through it. It lowers his basic stats for 1 turn. However, it does remove at the start of your turn, so it's not like you can do more damage, but just trust me when I say this, right? You can survive a lot with ultimate. You can survive a lot of ultimates now with this card. Like, you can just watch people play PvP with him. You just survive so much because the stats lowers too much a bit, not gonna lie. But the reason why it's bad, like I did say, so you have the festival unit being okay, decent, whatever, not the greatest unit, but you have the second character, the Chandler, being you know, a bit better, maybe even OP. So you probably think, oh, well, I get it for free. Nope. This is not a character you get for free, despite it being part of the festival. To be fair, they kind of just threw him in. He was probably going to be a solo banner, but he said, screw it, might as well make this banner a little bit better. And they gave us Chandler. However, a couple of things to notice. Like I did say, this is the 4th festival now, so quite mad, right? Quite mad. But it's only 2 weeks. Yes, it ends in 2 weeks. A festival banner ends in 2 weeks. Why? Maybe because the Annie is in about 2 months for JP, which is kind of what they kind of do festivals every 2 months, so they said screw it, let's quickly get that out there. Maybe they're going to do the String of Fiends collab too. Who actually knows why they did 2 weeks? But all I know is if you're free to play, or even if you're paid to play on global, you have 2 weeks less now to summon with this character, which is rough. And the big kick and why I'm not subbing it, which is going to hurt me because, like I did say, Chandler is my favorite character, a one-off basically. And, well, I want Chandler. I don't want ZELDRIS. So how do I get him? Well, you have to summon at a 0.25 rate with no guarantee. This is by far the hardest character to get in the game ever, right? Everyone's been guaranteed apart from Green Gopher, but Green Gopher had a 0.35 rate, and it was on a decent banner with the King of Fighters units. So you didn't really feel too bad about summoning. If anything, you were summoning for the King of Fighters kind of characters. But it got Gopher. That's how good it was, right? Where this one, yeah, you're not really summoning for anyone here apart from Chandler, maybe some Assault Medi dupes. But yeah, this is rough. So I did my summons. I did get ZELDRIS, and you can see my reaction now. Oh, bro, I just need that Chandler, bro. I just need that Chandler. How many Chandlers? None. We haven't gotten any. We got somebody once. Yeah, the luck has not been there for the new characters, but we have got a lot of SSRs. Come on. Oh, no! 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 That's the wrong one. I mean, he's new, but, like, I don't want him. Oh, man. I mean, we got someone new, but no. So, yeah, as you saw, wasn't too excited, which is, like, the first time someone pulled a festival unit and wasn't gassed about it. Yeah, so ZELDRIS is kind of underwhelming. He's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, right? He's good. You're gonna have use. Argument probably makes the Assault Medi team a little bit better because they can't auto-rush now, but, yeah, it's just, Chandler it overshadows him so much here. Literally behind him, it's such a better unit. Plus, bro, I'm a Chandler simp, so of course I'm going to be in his favor. But yeah, like I just say, it's very hard to get him. However, there are some little hope because, well, this guy isn't exclusive. He's not a festival unit, which means he will go into the part 3 banner whenever they do decide to add it. Granted, this probably won't be for another, like, few months now, even a year maybe, because, well, part 3 banners, or if it was a part 3 character banner like how we have these here, yeah, part 3 is going to be kind of broken. You have Sario, Tamio, Laduciel. You're going to have Nanishi. You're going to have Liz on it. You're going to have, you know, Chandler, Cusack by the time that comes out probably. It's going to be pretty stacked, right? So they probably don't want to do it, which is why they haven't done it, because it'd be too OP. But yeah, he'll be on that banner. Not to mention, he will be on this banner here too. The Demon Race one. Like you can kind of see all the other demons here. Because, yeah, he's not a festival. He's equivalent to the Archangels. He's going to be on filler banners or whenever they add characters in the future. Other festivals, they're going to spice up a little bit by putting in Chandler. And it's going to be kind of nice. However, like what they did on Global, they're going to follow the exact same pattern. They probably, where Chandler was on the banner, like how Green Gopher was, But in a few months, maybe on the anniversary or whenever they decide to do it, they are going to add a new banner with a new character, and they're going to make it so Chandler's on the banner and you can also guarantee him, right? Or make a really bad banner but put him on it. Who knows what they're going to do. But even at that point, I'd still rather someone in that banner, because Chandler at 600 is so much better than ZELDRIS at 900. But I have a theory. Could be wrong here. It could be wrong. And to be fair, it's not the worst idea, because it's still quite a lot of diamonds. But whenever we do get Cusack, they release Cusack as a solo banner, but add Chandler on the banner. And you can also guarantee Chandler at the end of 600. That's the best of both worlds. At that point, Chandler's kind of not old, but, you know, not the newest unit. So, you know, I mean, to be fair, he should be guaranteed anyway when he first comes out. So, make Chandler guaranteed then. Cusack could arguably be better at that point, so be kind of good as well. And by then, we might even have Demon Chandler, so it's not like Chandler will be like the most used character. But not to mention, I kind of forgot to say this. Chandler has the highest HP in the game, if I didn't say that, which is quite crazy. But yeah, this guy's a menace, and yeah, I'm hurt I can't pull him, bro, because he's one of my favorite units, right? And to be fair, I'm more happy that he is actually broken, and because the last thing I want is, you know, a character that I like come out and be like one of the worst units in the game. So overall, I'm pretty pleased about it. But boys, if you are a global player, probably skip. It's ZELDRIS not worth it. Chandler is worth it, but you're not guaranteed it at any point. It's 0.25 with no guarantees. I heard, I think Morelli spent around 3k to get him once. It's rough. So yeah, I'd definitely rather wait for the actual the guarantee banner. Which, to be fair, can the guarantee banner be any worse than what this is? I don't know. Let me know. Boys, what are you lot doing? What are you planning to summon for? I'm sure most of you are still on the ReZero hype, because that's still kind of like a limited thing. A lot of people do want the characters because, you know, it's ReZero. So yeah, it's going to hurt, but I'm going to have to do it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you lot are doing, and peace.